So next is the shunt DC motor. Okay, so pag-usapan muna natin is yung kanyang circuit. Okay? So for shunt generator, so we have the armature winding, then yung ating back EMF, then yung ating field winding. Okay, so like ko dito, RF, ito yung ating RA, then the back EMF, then yung ating terminal voltage. So dito tayo magsisimula sa terminal voltage, ito yung magiging supply natin. So we have our line current, then papunta sa ating armature current, and also yung ating field current. Kaya from this, so yung magiging equation natin in terms of current, so yung line current natin is equals to armature current plus the field current. Okay, so same concept pa din kapag kukunin natin yung field current. So we have the terminal voltage divided by the field resistance. Okay, then to calculate for the back EMF, so we have, so in terminal voltage natin is equals to, so summation ng ating voltage do sa armature winding tsaka yung ating back EMF. So we have back EMF, so plus sa armature winding, so IARA. So in case nag-given yung sa brush contact, so we have voltage sa brush contact. So from this equation, yung magiging value of back EMF natin is equals to terminal voltage, so minus IARA, then minus the voltage drop sa brush contact. Okay, so ito yung tatandaan natin kapag shunt motor. Okay? Then dito, unlike sa series motor, so kapag hindi binanggit sa problem, so always assume na yung ating flux is constant. Okay? So kung flux is constant, so yung gagamitin natin na formula pa din kapag magkakaroon tayo ng comparison o condition. So in terms of back EMF, so we have the econ. Okay? Econ. Okay, so in terms of torque, so we have T-coil. Okay, so yun pa din. So, tatanda lang natin yung mga equation na yan. Okay, so try tayo na example. So, a 240 DC shunt motor has an armature resistance of 0.35 on load, an armature current of 60 amperes and runs at 800 RPM. So, drawing natin. Yan. We have 240 volts terminal voltage. Okay, yung armature resistance natin is 0.35. Okay, unload an armature current of 60 amperes. Okay, so given tayo ng armature current na 60 amperes. Okay, so and runs at 800 RPM. Okay, so yung speed natin is 800 RPM, armature current of 60 amperes. Okay, if the flux of the motor is reduced by 15%, so let's say given on flux 1, so yung flux 2 natin is so reduced by, so mababawasan daw ng 15%, so matitira na lang is 85% o 0.85 nung flux 1. Okay, so without changing the load torque. So ibig sabihin, yung torque ko sa condition 1 is equals to the torque at condition 2. Ang question is, find the new speed of the motor. Okay, so by this given values, so unahin natin dito sa without changing the load torque. Okay, So by formula, di ba, yung Tcoy. Okay? Ito yung ating magiging consideration. So we have P1 is equals to K. So flux 1, IA1, all over. So T2. So K. So flux 2, IA2. Okay, so cancel si K. Then sinabi dyan, so yung ating T1 and T2 is equal. So o kaya, hindi na bago. So ibig sabihin ito equals to 1. So equals to, so flux 1, okay, IA1. So given naman yung IA1 na 60 amperes. Okay, so multiply by 60 all over. So flux 2. So flux 2 is 0.85 na lang ng flux 1. Okay, so flux 1. Okay, then from this, we can calculate for the armature current at condition 2. Okay, so nung nabawasan yung ating flux ng 15%. So from this, yung flux 1 cancel. So we can calculate for the value of armature current. Okay, at condition 2. So we have 60 divided by 0.85. Okay, so we have 70.5882. 5882 amperes. Okay, so speed naman yung kukunin natin. Okay, so yung speed naman pwede nating kunin. So by formula, so given yung ibang constant, so we have econ. Diba? Ayan. So yung flux, so given. So ang kailangan na lang natin makompute is yung back EMF. Okay, so then pwede natin makompute yung speed. Okay, so first, kunin muna natin yung back EMF at condition 1. So by formula ng shunt, so we have VT minus IA-RA. So IA1 yan. So terminal voltage natin is 240 volts. So minus IA1, so given as 60 amperes, multiplied by the armature resistance of 0.35. So yung ating back EMF at condition 1 is equals to, so we have 240, so minus, so 60 times 0.35. So we have 219 volts. Okay? Then next, kunin natin yung back EMF at condition 2. Okay, so given na naman yung armature current natin. So na-complete na natin yon. So 240 volts. So minus IA natin this time is 70.5882. Okay, multiply by the armature resistance of 0.35. So yung back EMF natin at condition 2, so 240 minus, so 70.5882, so times 0.35. Okay, so we have 215.2941. 215.2941 volts. Okay? Ayan. So ito yung back EMF 2 natin. So from this, pwede na natin lagay sa equation. So EB1 is equals to, so okay, so flux 1, N1 all over, so EB2, K, so flux 2, N2. So cancel yung K. So pwede na natin i-substitute yung value of EB. Okay, so we have 219 all over EB2, so 215.2941. So is equals to, so flux 1, N1 natin is 800 RPM all over flux 2, so 0.85 no, flux 1. Then, multiply by speed number 2. Okay, so cancel yung flux 1. So matitira na lang unknown natin is yung speed. Okay, so N2 natin will be equal to 800. So times 215.2941 all over, so 0.85. So multiply by 219. Okay? So magiging speed natin dito will be equal to, so 925.25. So 925.25 RPM. Okay? So ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? So next. So, a 440 volts, so shunt motor has an armature resistance of 0.3 and a field resistance of 150 ohms. So, drawing muna natin. So, armature resistance of 0.3, field resistance of 150 ohms. Okay, so determine the back EMF when the motor is giving an output of, so given yung output na 15 HP, and an efficiency of 80%. Yan, so back EMF yung pinapakuha sa atin. Okay, so from this, so isa-isa muna natin yung mga parameters na kailangan natin para makompute si back EMF. Okay, so by formula, di ba? So back EMF is equals to, so kung shunt motor, the terminal voltage minus IA RA. Okay, so terminal voltage given, IA, wala, RA given. So ang ating objective, makuha si IA. Okay, so by this given values. Okay, so we have given yung output, then efficiency. So pwede natin makompute yung input. Okay, so power input natin. So we have output over the efficiency. Okay, so we have 15 HP. Convert na natin sa watts. So we have 1 HP is equivalent to 746 watts. Okay, so cancel. Divided by the efficiency of 0.8. Then magiging power input natin ng motor, so we have 15. So times 746 divided by 0.8. So we have 13,987.5 watts. Okay? So ito yung magiging input natin. Okay? So from this, may terminal voltage, pwede natin makompute yung line current. Okay? So by formula, so line current is so power input divided by the terminal voltage. Okay, so we have 13,987.5. So divided by 440. Okay, so ito yung magiging line current natin. So divided by 440. So 31.7898. 31.7898 amperes. Okay? So may IL na ako. Ang kailangan ko na lang makuha yung IF. So same formula pa din naman. So IF equals to, so yung ating terminal voltage, 440 volts divided by the field resistance of 150. Okay, so we have 440 divided by, so 150 ohms. So 2.9333 amperes. So from this, pwede ko na makuha yung armature current. So by formula, so IL minus IF. Okay, so substitute. So 31.7898, so minus 2.9333. Okay, so yung magiging armature current natin will be equal to, so 31.78, so minus, so 2.9333. Okay, so 28.8565. So 8565 amperes. Okay, so may armature current na tayo. So by formula, so balikan natin, ito yon. So we have EB is equals to terminal voltage of 440 volts minus the armature current of 28.8565. Then yung ating armature resistance of 0.3. Kaya magiging back EMF natin will be equal to, so we have 440 to minus 28.8565 times 0.3. Okay? So we have 431.3431. Okay, so 431. Okay. 0.3431. Okay, volts. So ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? So next. So a 250 volt shunt motor having an armature resistance of 0.8 ohm and a field resistance of 75 ohms draws a line current of 11 amperes while running at light. Okay? Okay? At 1,200 RPM. So yung while running at light, so assume natin na no load to. Okay? Ayan. So the line current at a given load is 48 amperes. So first determine the motor speed at a given load. Okay? So dito, sige, ilagay muna natin. So yung magiging line current natin at no load, so 11 amperes. So yung line current natin at full load is 48 amperes. Okay? So yung ating field current naman, so constant, parehas yan. So kuhin muna natin yung value natin ng field current. Okay? So we have 250 volts divided by yung kanyang resistance. So we have 75 ohms. So yung magiging field current natin will be equal to 250 divided by 75. So 3.333 amperes. So from this, kung kukunin natin armature current, so let's say armature current natin at no load, so we have 11 minus 3.333. Okay, so we have minus, so 3.333, so 7 ba to? 7.6667 amperes. Then yung ating armature current at full load, so 48, so minus 3.333, we have to 44.6667 amperes. So double check. 48 pala, sorry. Yeah, 44.67 amperes. Okay? So from this, first kunin natin yung motor speed. Okay, so yung motor speed, makukuha natin doon sa formula ng Econ. Okay? So, shunt motor, wala namang binanggit sa flux, so assume natin na constant. So, kailangan natin makuha muna is the back EMF. Okay? So, given naman yung mga armature current natin, so given din naman yung armature resistance, so pwede natin makumpit yung back EMF. Okay, so back EMF muna at no load. So, you have terminal voltage of 250 volts minus IA at no load. So, we have 7.6667. So, multiply by 0.08. Okay, so lagay ko na muna natin dito yung sa full load. So 250 volts. So minus. So 44.6667. So multiply by 0.08. Okay, so we have 250. So minus 7.6667. So multiply by 0.08. So 249.3867. 249.38. Okay. So yung isa, 44. So 246.4267. 246.4267. Kaysa kung dito mapapansin nyo sa yung ating back EMF at no load 249. Then terminal voltage natin is 250. So sobrang konti lang talaga nung difference nila. Almost negligible yung voltage drop natin sa armature. Okay? So para at least maintindihan natin yung concept. Okay? So meron tayong back EMF sa parehas na load. So pwede natin gawa ng formula. Okay? So back EMF natin at no load is equals to K. So, flux. Then, yung ating speed at no load. All over. So, yung ating back EMF at full load. K. Flux. Then, yung ating speed at full load. Okay, so okay, cancel, flux, wala binanggit, so assume constant. Okay, so we have 249.3867. So divided by the back EMF at full load. So 246.42. 67. Okay, so equals to speed at no load. So given us 1,200. Then yung ating speed at full load. Okay, so ito yung pinapahanap sa atin. So speed at full load is equals to, so cross multiply lang siya. So 1, 2. So multiply by, so 246.4267 divided by 249.3867. Okay, so we have 1185.7571. So 1185.7571. So RPM. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay, for letter A. So yeah, so next. So determine the total core and mechanical losses. Okay? So dito, kailangan natin alam yung concept. So at no load, so ibig sabihin, yung magiging armature current natin doon. So sige, lagay ko muna dito. So at no load, para alam natin condition. So at no load, so yung ating back EMF is equals to 0. Okay? So kung back EMF natin is 0, so ibig sabihin wala tayo dito magiging output. So ibig sabihin at no load, power output natin is also equals to 0 watts. Okay? So from this, ito yung condition na kailangan natin gamitin. Okay? So at no load, so we have power input equals to power output plus yung losses natin. So yung loss natin is yung P copper plus yung sa mechanical o yung core and mechanical losses. So lagay ko na lang as P sub M. Okay, so power output is 0. Okay, so power input given ba? Okay, so given naman tayo ng line current na 11 and yung kanyang terminal voltage na 250. Okay, so from this, we have power input. So we have VT. Then yung line current natin at no load. Okay, equals to PCU. Okay, so kung i-drawing uli natin, hindi ko pala na-drawing agad. Okay, so dito yung EB natin, ito yung RA, ito yung ating RF. Okay, so EB is 0. So ibig sabihin, para makumpit natin si P copper, okay, so ibig sabihin kailangan natin dito ng armature. Okay, yung sa power loss natin sa armature and also yung power loss natin sa field resistance. So ibig sabihin, itong PCU natin is so IA sphere RA. Okay, so plus yung sa field naman. So we have IF square RF. Okay, then ito na yung ating power loss sa mechanical. So ito, constant to. Okay, may load man o wala, so magkakaroon tayo ng PM. So yung power loss sa mechanical. So from this, matitira na lang is yung PM. So substitute natin yung mga values. Okay, so BT, so 250 volts. Line current at no load, so given as 11. Armature current, so which is at no load, so 7.6667 square. So RA natin is 0.08. So plus IF. So IF natin is 3.333. Okay, square times RF of 75. Okay, so plus yung ating power loss sa mechanical. So, PM. Okay, so, again, EB lang yung magiging zero, hindi yung armature current. Okay, EB tsaka yung output niya. So, from this, we can calculate for the mechanical losses. Okay, so we have 250 multiplied by 11. So, minus. So, lipat ko lang sa left side lahat. So, 7.667 square. So, multiply by 0.08. So, minus. So, 3.333 square times 75. So, we have 1911.9811. So, 1911.9811 watts. So, ito yung magiging mechanical loss natin. Okay, so, ayan. So, tatandaan yung condition natin at no load. Okay, so EB 0. Then, power output is 0. So, the next, so in letter C, to determine the motor efficiency. So, yung motor efficiency, so, magbabase na tayo sa full load. Okay, so may mechanical loss na tayo. So, ibig sabihin, pwede na natin makompute yung PCU naman. Okay, yung copper loss at full load. Okay, kasi mababago yung ating armature current and also yung line current kapag kukunin yung power input. Okay, so diretso na natin. Efficiency. Lagay natin yung formula. Efficiency natin is output over input. Okay? So, given status power input, so output natin is power input, so minus so power loss. Okay? All over the power input. Okay? So, power input natin, so lagyan natin yung formula. So, BTIL, BTIL, so minus, so yung power loss. So, power loss natin, dalawa. So, yung una, so yung mechanical loss o yung constant loss natin. So, minus yung copper loss. Copper loss is sa armature tsaka sa field resistance. Okay, so we have IA square RA. Okay, so minus IF square RF. Again, at full load yung pinag-uusapan natin ditong current. So, all over the input. So, BT IL lang. Okay, so from this, pwede natin i-substitute mga values. So, BT, so 250 volts. So, multiply by IL, so 48. Okay, so minus PM o yung ating mechanical loss. So, we have 1911.9811. So, minus IA square RA. So, IA natin at full load, so 44.6667 square. So, multiply by RA. So, 0.08. Okay, so dito ang ilagay. So, minus IF square RF. So, IF natin, so 3.333. So, multiply by RF. So, RF natin is 75. Yan. So, all over the power input. So, BTIL lang siya. We have 250. So, multiply by 48. Yan. So, times 100%. Kaya magiging final answer natin dito will be equal to so 250 times 48 para mabilis. Yan. So, answer. So, minus 1911.9811. So, minus 44.667 square times 0.08. So, minus 3.333 square times 75. Okay, all over answer. So, times 100%. Okay, so we have 75.7924. Okay, 75.7924. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. So ito yung magiging motor efficiency. Okay?